Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Charlamagne is out. He'll be back tomorrow. But Claudia Jordan is here. And last night you went out to dinner with your friend.
My friend Sonia, yeah. So she was a model with me on Deal and No Deal. Beautiful girl, former Miss Venezuela. I just say that to say she had a really busy and poppin' life. She was a model. She's a model. Mm-hmm. And a gorgeous girl. Had her own swimwear line, everything. Anyways, some weird thing happened with her where she woke up with major inflammation on her spine and she's paralyzed. She's in a wheelchair now.
Mm-hmm. So sad.
She's married. Mm-hmm. 9 years. Her husband has totally just treated her like crap now. Where I get things change the dynamic of your relationship, mm-hmm. but I feel like he's not even behaving like she was even ever a friend. Like he's just throwing her away.
Yeah.
And I got to thinking, like, could I be ride or die with someone that, you know, the status change? I know when you're married, you say for better, for worse, for sickness and health. But do people really rock with their vows like that, do you think?
Yeah, they should. I mean, I would say this, and I don't know the situation from what you're telling me. To me, that sounds like a gentleman that was in that relationship not because of love, mm-hmm. but because of lust, right? And I think that's really coward moves. And the reason I say that is when you get married, you want to marry somebody for them, right? Because we all know looks fade. We all know anything can happen at any given time. People get old. They have complications. People get cancer. And that's what you're marrying. You're marrying your soulmate that regardless of what happens in this world, they stand by your side, right? And the fact that she became paralyzed and now he doesn't want to deal with her because he said it's not attractive anymore, it kind of makes him a coward, right? Mm-hmm. Because you're marrying somebody because of who they are, not what they look like. You're marrying somebody because of the love and how that person makes you feel, not what they got. You're not marrying money. You're not marrying cars or bags or shoes or looks or any of that. You're marrying a person because you're going to grow old. Like your looks are going to fade. Your boobs are going to, hit the floor. Your testicles are going to hit the floor. Like it's not going to be the same. Your penis ain't going to work every day when you get older.
While you're playing, there's a lot of 30-year-olds that are having that problem right now. We were just talking about that with some ladies in the studio.
Jesus Christ.
I'm going to say this. Like, mm-hmm. I get you have every right to say I'm not as attracted anymore mm-hmm. to you physically. Mm-hmm. I understand that. And everyone has needs. She can still have sex. She can still do mm-hmm. these types of things. And it's not a permanent paralysis. It's something that with therapy, she could get through this.
Right.
That's when you need the person that you married to have your back and to work with you and get you back.
Yeah, but the problem with that is it seems like he's missing the vision, the gram, I got a beautiful Venezuelan that I hold on my hand and she wears a beautiful dress and she looks amazing and we're at red carpets and we're at the beach and he doesn't have that anymore.
He told her the wheelchair is a turnoff for me. Yeah. I'm sure it's a turnoff for her as well. I don't get how you can say you love someone so much and then throw them away.
Well, that's not love. He's not in love with her. That was lust. He loved her for what she looked like, and when that love is not there because her looks are not there, he's out. I mean, it's effed up to say, but I'm glad she figured it out now than figured it out 20 years from now. Mm-hmm. But for me and my wife, who I met at 16 and she was 15, it doesn't matter. Like, we've been up, we've been down, we had money, we didn't have money. I don't care about how my wife looks. She doesn't care about how I look. I don't care if she gains weight, which she never does. She doesn't care if I gain weight, which I do all the time. I mean, it is what it is. Like, we're in it for love. And I look at my parents the same way. My dad's about to be 83 December 1st on Friday. And my mom don't care. My mom don't care how my dad looks. If whatever my dad needs, my mom is there. Whatever my mom needs, my dad is, and that's how it should be.
She loves his soul.
Loves his soul. I don't know if she loves his soul. She might hate him right now because they've been married so long. They probably hate each other. But I'm just joking.
But she gotta love him to go through the times where you hate that person too, right?
Absolutely.
It just really disappoints me, because that's when you need your person the most. And you see these 80-year-old people been mm-hmm. married, 30, 40, 50 years. They had to go through some things that were really bad. Well,
let's go to the phone lines. We have Nathan on the line. Hello, who's this?
Hi. I wanted to answer the question about could I be with somebody who had a mental disability.
Okay, talk to us.
So I was thinking I don't think after I marry someone or get in a relationship if they're completely normal and something were to happen to them, I was thinking why would I lower my happiness because, I have to take care of someone who became disabled or something happened. Like, I know it sounds bad, like, because you're supposed to do this out of love, but then what about yourself? You lose yourself trying to take care of someone because something happened to them. I was just trying to picture myself in a scenario, and I don't know if I could do that for the long haul.
Nah, I mean, you got to think about it like this. Let's say you married for 10 years. You find your soulmate, and you're with them for love, right? You're not with them for looks. You're not with them for money. And then something happens. Like, in this world, ish happens. Let's say he became paralyzed or you became paralyzed. Would you want that man to be like, you know what? You wasn't the same person I met 10 years ago. I'm out. Or would you want him to be like, look, I married you for you. Not because of your legs. Not because of the fact that you could walk or jump. Things happen, and I'm going to be a rider until the end. Wouldn't you want that in a relationship or marriage?
I would want that for myself, but then I kind of feel like that's being selfish a little bit, because then, you become so needy, your partner you already have to become selfless, but your partner has to almost like give up his life for you. I just feel like that's not fair. Now, if I was in that situation where something were to happen to me and I'm in a wheelchair, and I would just feel so bad for my partner, I wouldn't even be upset if my partner left. Do I want my partner to leave me? No. But I feel like that's kind of being selfish, because then he got to just give up his whole life just to take care of my disabled life. I just kind of feel like that's not fair.
Isn't that kind of what you... I thank you for being honest, because what you're saying is honest, and it's not the popular thing. Like, I see people get mad about that, but it's honest, right? But isn't that what you sign up for when you get married?
Correct.
I get relationships,
yeah,
but
kind of. When you get married, you're hoping for something like that not to happen. Not saying that's going to happen. Sometimes something, a freak accident or something could happen. But I just, deep down, I do feel like it's being a little bit selfish, unless your partner, there's people that would be like, okay, I can do this for the rest of my life. That's fine. I can not care about myself and, not care about my happiness and give up my life to take care of a disabled person. That's understandable. That's I guess the way it's supposed to be, but I'm thinking about you thinking about them giving up their whole life just to everything will have to revolve around you, basically, and you just will have to. That's being a little bit selfish, I feel like. I don't know.
All right. Well, we appreciate your honesty, but I think part of being married is you're supposed to stay with the vows, right? And I can say that a zillion and one times. And
right.
People break their vows all the time. They cheat and do all types of things. But it's also, for sickness and health, right? And that's big, because we do get sick and we do go through things. And a lot of times that person that you want by your side is your wife. You know what I mean? I know regardless of what happens with me, whether I get sick or whatever it may be, my wife is going to be there regardless, because she's only there for me. She's not there for anything else. She's not there for the look. She's not there for the money. She was with me at 15, 16. She's with me regardless. And that's a calming. That makes me be able to sleep at night. And you should want the same. Like somebody that if something does happen, you drive down the highway tomorrow and something happens, you want somebody to be like, what's your name?
My name is Shanika.
Hey, Shanika, I love you regardless, Shanika. I don't care what happened, whether your vagina works or you got one leg or, you lose your hair. It doesn't matter. I'm with Shanika because I love Shanika. You know what I mean?
Right. I understand that. I do. It's just that, not everybody think like that, but I'm just being honest. I just tried to put myself in that scenario, and I don't think deep down, it would just take away my happiness. It just would just take away my life, I feel like. And I don't know. I just wouldn't want that for me. And I would understand if it happened to me. If the person would want to leave me, I would completely understand. I wouldn't even be that upset. I would understand.
I respect that.
I get it.
Well, thank you, Shaniqua.
You're welcome. Thank you.
You have a good morning. 800-585-1051. You heard Shaniqua. What are your thoughts? Let's discuss. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NB, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. If you're just joining us, we're talking about Claudia Jordan, who is guest hosting this morning. Charlamagne is out. He's back tomorrow. She went out to dinner with a friend last night, and what happened during that conversation? You told us so much about your friend Sonia.
So she's paralyzed, and it could be something that she could walk again eventually with therapy. She was married for 9 years, and the husband said he's just not attracted anymore. That says the wheelchair weirds him out, and this is something that happened to her, And I just felt so bad. Like, imagine, like, you're minding your business, you get in a car accident, somebody hits you, and you're disabled now, and your person leaves you for something that happened to you.
Yeah.
And I just try to put myself in those shoes, you know?
Yeah, I couldn't leave my wife if she was in a wheelchair. I would try to make that wheelchair so damn fun. Like, I'd be trying to knock her off on the wheelchair, her holding it one way, me holding it the other way. And, I mean, you try to, I mean, ish happens in life. And that's, I would say, part of the responsibility of being married is to make sure that your wife or your husband is good. And whatever I would have to do to make her life as normal as possible, I would try to do, and leaving wouldn't be one of it. We have Daisy on the line. Daisy, good morning. Daisy.
Hi, good morning. Can you hear me?
I can hear you clearly, Daisy. Good morning. What's your thoughts?
So, I've been with my person for 22 years. We've been married for 20. And I honestly believe that if you like your person outside of who they are to you, like who they are to the earth, there's nothing you cannot get through. You know, I adore my husband. There's nothing I wouldn't do for him, but I like him genuinely as a human being.
So you're not going anywhere?
Hell no.
You gonna do?
I love that man to this. Thank you, Tuff.
You gonna do a handstand on that wheelchair?
Exactly. Yes, sir.
See, that's
Until the day I
me,
die.
that's a wife right there.
That is.
That's a wife.
Grace, good morning, Grace.
Good morning.
What's your thoughts, Grace?
Well, my thoughts is when you marry somebody for all the right reasons, whether they're sick or not, you will stay and do what you have to do. You won't leave. You won't even consider leaving. My husband had a stroke 7 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And when he had to have a brain surgery, he ended up totally bedridden in the first part of it. He had a trach. He came home with a trach, a feeding tube, a urine bag, unable to do anything for himself. And I nursed him back to good health.
On top of working, on
right
top
now,
of taking care of the kids, on top of all that.
Same.
On top of all of that, and I wasn't working. He was the one working at the time. And then he needed 24-hour nursing. How was I going to pay that to go and work? So I had to nurse him 24 hours and trust God to pay the bills and do everything else. And I stayed. I never once contemplated leaving.
I respect you, Grace. But that's what we should do as a married couple, correct? We're supposed to take care of our partner regardless of what's going on.
Yes. And remember, read the vows and let it set in before you do it so you can really understand what you're saying you're about to do. Through sickness and in health, rich, poor, no matter what, you're saying, I am going to be with this person.
Absolutely.
Read the vows.
And how's he doing now, Grace?
Sure it sets in. Pardon me?
How's he doing now?
Well, he still has no left side movement, but he's talking. He can comprehend and understand. And I'm still trusting God for his complete healing.
There you go. Grace, where you from? You sound like you're from the Caribbean. What island?
I'm from Nassau, Bahamas.
You're from the Bahamas.
Right.
Okay, where you live now?
Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
Fort Lauderdale. Okay.
God bless you.
Can me and Claudia pay for your lunch and his lunch today? Some Caribbean food, maybe some oxtail or jerk chicken or something like that?
Thank you.
Okay, give me your Cash App. We're going to put some money in your Cash
absolutely.
App, and we're going to pay for your Uber Eats today. Hold on, let me get a pen. Of course, I got Marcus.
I love hearing that because I feel like people are so quick to throw each other away.
Absolutely.
And I guarantee you the progress that he has made was a big part of that was because of your love on him. You know?
Absolutely.
Yes.
What you in Fort Lauderdale?
Yes.
What's your Cash App? I'm gonna put some money in your Cash App to pay for your lunch today.
It's $ Bolera, BOL.
Hold on. Damn, I ain't got no damn pens up here. All right, $ what?
BOL.
BOL.
ERA.
ERA.
Yes. WILMORE.
All right, so BOLERAWILMORE.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to send you some money, and I appreciate you, Grace. I heard all in your voice that you love that man. That man is so lucky to have you, a woman like you by his side, and we appreciate you.
We've been together from high school, so I love him.
That's like me and my wife as well. Well, you hold on the line, and thank you so much, Grace, for sharing your story.
Thank you.
Hold on, okay?
Okay.
Wow.
Oh, about to cry in this show today.
Oh, my goodness.
Lose my street cred.
All right. Well, for all the people out there, you should be together for love. And I know it's easy to love somebody because of the way that they look or love somebody because of their money. But remember, there's nothing more than loving the soul. And you should find somebody that you want to love this soul to the day that they die. And I love my wife to the day that she dies. I love her soul. So.
And you don't have to get married if you're not ready for that.
That's
you
true.
Don't have to.
That's right.
Just date someone, but then we can understand your sometiminess. But I can't understand it once you make those vows.
Absolutely. Well, we got rumors on the way. What we talking about in the rumors?
Meg Thee Stallion. She's making some big changes when it comes to sex.
Okay. And also, Charlamagne is out. So if you want to give somebody Donkey of the Day, 800-585-1051. You can give them Donkey right now. Call us up and give whoever you want Donkey today. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Wake that ass up early in the morning. The Breakfast Club.